Hello, everyone, and welcome to Faith God Love Channel. It's another beautiful Sunday morning. It's kind of chilly here in the north part of the states, but it's still a nice, crisp morning to wake up to. As for today, I will be going over the next section of the Bible. I hope you've been following along, adding some reading to your own life, and spending as much time as possible connecting with God. So let's go ahead and get started, and welcome. All right, so for this week's, we got 1 Chronicles. Okay, and this section has, I actually counted before, it's like 29 sections. Yep, 29. See, right over there. All right. All right, whatever shall I read to you today? Okay, so I'm looking at section 15 of Chronicles, or 1 Chronicles, excuse me. It says, the ark brought to Jerusalem. David built houses for himself in the city of David, and he prepared a place for the ark of God and pitched a tent for it. Then David said that no one but the Levites may carry the ark of God, for the Lord had chosen them to carry the ark of the Lord and to minister to him forever. And David assembled all Israel at Jerusalem to bring up the ark of the Lord to its place, which he had prepared for it. And David gathered together the sons of Aaron and the Levites of the sons of Kohath, Uriel the chief, with 120 of his brothers, of the sons of Merari, Asaiah the chief, with 220 of his brothers, of the sons of Gershom, Joel the chief, with 130 of his brothers, of the sons of Elizaphan, Shemaiah the chief, with 200 of his brothers, of the sons of Herban, Eliel the chief, with 80 of his brothers, of the sons of Uzziel, Amminadab the chief, with 112 of his brothers. Then David summoned the priests Zadok and Abiathar, and the Levites Uriel, Asarah, Joel, Shemaiah, Eliel, the Amminadab, and said to them, you are the heads of the fathers' houses of the Levites. Consecrate yourselves, you and your brothers, so that you may bring up the ark of the Lord, the God of Israel, to the place that I have prepared for it, because you did not carry it the first time. The Lord our God broke out against us, because we did not seek him according to the rule. So the priests and the Levites consecrated themselves to bring up the ark of the Lord, the God of Israel. And the Levites carried the ark of God on the shoulders of shoulders with the poles, as Moses had commanded according to the word of the Lord. David also commanded the chiefs of the Levites to appoint their brothers as the singers who play loudly on musical instruments, on harps and lyres and cymbals, to raise sounds of joy. So the Levites appointed Haman, the son of Jewel, and of his brothers Asaph, the son of Berechiah, and the sons of Merari, their brothers Ethan, the son of Cushiah, and with them their brothers of the second order, Zechariah, Jezreel, Semiramoth, Jediel, Ani, Eliab, Benani, Messiah, Mattathiah, Epilethu, the Micaniah, and the gatekeepers, Obadiah and Jediel. The singers Herman, Asaph, and Ethan were to sound the bronze cymbals. Zechariah, Aziel, Zemamarth, Jediel, Ani, Eliab, Messiah, and Benaiah were to play harps according to Almoth, but Metella, Apolelu, Micaniah, Obadiah, Jeliel, and Aziah were to lead the lyres according to Sheminith. Chenaniah, leader of the Levites in music, should direct the music for he understood it. Berechiah and Elkanah were in the gatekeepers for the ark. Shebaniah, Josaphat, Nathaniel, Amasiah, Zechariah, Benaiah, and Eleazar, the priests, who blow the trumpets before the ark of God. Obadiah and Jeriah were to be gatekeepers for the ark. So David and the elders of Israel and the commanders of thousands went to bring up the ark of the covenant of the Lord from the house of Obadiah with rejoicing. And because God helped the Levites who were carrying the ark of the covenant of the Lord, they sacrificed 7 bulls and 7 rams. David was clothed with a robe of fine linen, as also were all the Levites who were carrying the ark, and the singers, and Chenaniah, the leader of the music of singers, and David wore a linen ephod. So all Israel brought up the ark of the covenant of the Lord with shouting, to the sound of the horn, trumpets, and cymbals, and made loud music on harps and lyres. And as the ark of the covenant of the Lord came to the city of David, Michal, the daughter of Saul, looked out of the window and saw King David dancing and celebrating, and she despised him in her heart. Okay, the next one I'm going to read is section 25, which says, David organizes the musicians. David and the chiefs of the service also set apart for the service the sons of Asaph, and of Harman, and of Jeduthun, who prophesied with lyres, with harps, and with cymbals. And the list of those who did the work and their duty was, of the sons of Asaph, Zakur, Joseph, Nethaniah, and Asherlah, sons of Asaph, under the direction of Seth, who prophesied under the direction of the king of Jeduthun. The sons of Jeduthun: Gedaliah, Zeri, Jesasiah, Shimei, Hashabiah, and Meritha. 6 under the direction of their father Jeduthun, who prophesied with a lyre on thanksgiving and praise to the Lord. O Haman, the sons of Herman: Bechiah, Meritha, Uziel, Shebuel, and Jeremoth, Haniah, Hanai, Alithia, Gidelti, and Romati Ezer, Josabbekesher, Malathi, Othir, Mahazioth. All these were the sons of Harman, the kings of Seir, according to the promise of God to exalt him. For God had given Harman 14 sons and 3 daughters. They were all under the direction of their father in the music in the house of the Lord, with cymbals, harps, and lyres, for the service of the house of God. Asaph, Jeduthun, the Herman, and Herman were under the order of the king. The number of them, along with their brothers who were trained in singing to the Lord, all who were skillful, was 288. And they cast lots for their duties, small and great, teacher and pupil alike. The first lot fell for Asaph to Joseph, the second Gedaliah to him and his brothers and his sons, 12, the third to Zachar, his sons and his brothers, 12, the fourth to Izri, his sons and his brothers, 12, the fifth to the Nethaniah, his sons and his brothers, 12, the sixth to Bechiah, his sons and his brothers, 12, the seventh to Jesharela, his sons and his brothers, 12, the eighth to Jezariah, his sons and his brothers, 12, the ninth to Mattaniah, his sons and his brothers, 12, the 10th to Shimei, his sons and his brothers, 12, the 11th to Azariah, his sons and his brothers, 12, the 12th to Hashabniah, his sons and his brothers, 12, to the 13th Shebael, his sons and his brothers, 12, to the 14th Mattaniah, his sons and his brothers, 12, to the 15th to Jeremoth, his sons and his brothers, 12, to the 16th to Hananiah, his sons and his brothers, 12, to the 17th to Josabbekah, his sons and his brothers, 12, to the 18th to Hananiah, his sons and his brothers, 12, to the 19th to Malathi, his sons and his brothers, 12, to the 20th to Alethea, his sons and his brothers, 12, to the 21st to Hathir, his sons and his brothers, 12, to the 22nd to Gidelti, his sons and his brothers, 12, to the 23rd to Mashathith, his sons and his brothers, 12, and to the 24th to Romati Ezer, his sons and his brothers, 12. All right, everyone. This section had kind of reminded me of Genesis, with all the names being listed and everything. It's kind of interesting because at the same time, they were bringing in the Ark of the Covenant once again. It's kind of an interesting connection to make. Other than that, that concludes this video. I hope you do this reading on your own, the whole section, that is. and find some time, to do prayer, focusing on the mysteries of the rosary, that sort of thing. And that's it for today. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.